my chest to liquor. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers little.
Hello again, everybody. It is the...
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase it.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Jakeem Grant now to return. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Trubisky on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, he was the focal point. Big game, up over 200 yards and a score.
And one thing I do know, when you put up numbers like that, the next team you're going to play, unless they're extremely arrogant, all they're thinking is, what can we throw at him that's going to be different? It's going to knock him off his game.
Ebron caught left side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference, defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again on first down. Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This might be a free play here for Trubisky. And they dropped him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You see it?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 44 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense, and you're not.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Stills over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
18.
They go play action. Trubisky, deep ball for Goodwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing here, Trubisky. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead.
And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 72 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds Cook. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On the left side, it's McDonald. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Let's go. Ran, up. 18. Ran, up.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
18.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, it's Trubisky. The quick slant caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Gets through, and now an opening. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run it again with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision. Now
this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to... Now, a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Ebron caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. They knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now running right through it. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And complete right side to Cook. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And on 4th and 1 as a running back, you're looking for any seam you can find. This is not where you want to be a hero and break off a big one. You just need to make sure you get that yard. And here he picks up the first down with a couple of yards to spare.
Now Roethlisberger. Evans has it left side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Trubisky to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
18, 18. Hey, 18, 18, 18. Red, up.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8, 8, 8, 8. Set.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's caught. Stills right side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Ben on 3rd and long. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles.